co-host in Queensland. Hi, Pete. How are you? Welcome. Jessica, welcome. Straight talk, a positive attitude. Lovely. We like that. We've just got a few challenges with our technology at the moment. Doing our very best to get it sorted. Please bear with us because this is a really important topic. The last time we blabbed on this topic, we had 70 people in the room, which we were quite delighted about. It's obviously a topic that holds a lot of weight and a lot of value for a lot of us. I know for me it was, I thought negative self-talk was normal. I thought that's what everybody did until I found out different. So
Okay.
Yep. You in?
Yeah. It says you became a co-host. So
beautiful.
Good.
And that's good. That's much better quality. For the hearing,
cool.
I can't see you, but whether that's signal here.
All right. Well, now I'll just jump out and refresh now that you're a co-host and come back in then.
Okay. And I'll just check with Roy. Could you see Kathleen? Oh, there we go. I can now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
All good. Roll. Over to you.
All right. Welcome, everybody. So I might just tweet this out and start the recording.
Sure. I was just sharing how that last blab that we did on this topic was so well received and well supported.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Oh, okay, good. So that's great, April, that you had a blab last night about the same topic. And it's interesting, isn't it, how we want to help shift the mindset from the positive out of the negative. And that's something that we did speak about on our last blab that I'm sure will come up again today. We've got a slightly different take on that, April.
Okay, I'm going to start recording.
Okay.
So welcome to Demystifying Negative Self-Talk with myself and Bronwyn Clee. Thanks, Bron.
Pleasure.
And so I just wanted to start by saying that I had a pretty funny old week. I think it was, I don't know if it was happening so that it was something to talk about today, but I actually had a moment where things just, when you just have those moments that everything you try to do or it just goes wrong, like it's just not working. Things aren't working. Internet's stuffing up. You go somewhere, it's closed. Just funny little things like that. And I just had a week of it, and I kind of just took a step back and went, what is going on here? And I realized that it was from negative self-talk. So I had this moment where I was chatting to a couple of other practitioners, and because I'm new where I am, I've moved. After living in Darwin for 20 years, I've moved over to North Queensland, and I feel like I've come home because this is where I left to go to Darwin. So I'm kind of not that new to the area, but of course people have changed and it's, a different scene. Practitioners, and I just started to feel myself go into that self-doubt and that negative self-talk, and everything just turned crap. So, I mean, I've obviously come a long way where I can recognize it and step back out of it. So the way I dealt with it was camping for 2 days. So I went somewhere really beautiful, I just need to get out. Take the girls, and my brother, we just had a lovely weekend, and and I just thought it's just one step at a time, and I stopped the negative self-talk and got back into a more, I say, positive sense of self. I guess I've kind of got a different take to positive affirmations and positiveness. I think it's a great start, but I think we do have to be very careful with not putting too much pressure on ourselves and then feeling that we're failing at the positiveness. So that's probably part of another topic we could talk about with negative self-talk. But that's kind of where I've been at this week, and I've just I just made the choice to wake up feeling much better this week and, you know, and start afresh. So how about you, Bron? How are you going? And have you had any experiences in the last week or two, actually, since we jumped on here and spoke about negative self-talk last time?
I have. I absolutely have, and can really resonate with what you're saying. So one of the things that I do want to say first up is that I am really committed to acknowledging the negative as a opportunity for learning, rather than being in that headspace where I spent a lot of time previously in actually, like you said, seeing the negative as a failure. So my take on that is, rather than see it as, oh God, I've gone into it again, oh no, and then actually exacerbate the negative self-talk, I'm looking at it as a signal to go, okay, I'm out of sync with where I want to be here, what's happening. And one of the, because I like doing daily readings, and I've got a variety of authors that I like to read from. But one of my tried and true, I've just put it back out in the lounge room yesterday, is Sarah Ban Brackenath. I can never pronounce her name, but it's a daily reader anyway. And one of the really powerful questions she suggests, and it's probably 25 years old, this book. Like, it's really tatty and, you know, coffee tea stain now. But one of the powerful questions she encourages us to ask ourselves is, what can I do to love myself more right now in this moment?
Yeah.
So I had that beautiful kind of, because I could feel myself. I was tired, really tired. I had done more than what my whole, you know, body, mind, soul could kind of really manage in a tight time frame. And I could feel myself going into anger and resentment. I was like, oh. And rather than do the, oh no, you're here again, it was, okay, here's the signal, what's happening, interrupt it, reflect, shift your attitude. So that's been really, really important for me to and again, like you, it was like, oh God, is that's really interesting, because that's going to be something big to share on our Blab. And I want to say that one of the beautiful things that I love about working with you, Kathleen, like co-hosting with you, but collaborating on work together, is we are both so clear about where we are at, and that we're all on this journey, and we might be a little bit further down the road some days than others, but that's something that we are both really committed to, especially with our clients. And this came up on a coach call for me the other day, a triad I was on. Another health coach said, so what do you do if you're not feeling well? Like, do you just push through it? And I laughed and I went, nah. I just say to my clients, you know what? I just can't do it today. I'm really sorry. But you know what happens when that happens? I'm so blessed. I feel like my clients go, oh, no, that's cool, Bron, because I've got something else on, so that works really well for me. Do you know what I mean? That whole...
Yeah, it just flows. And I love the tip that Roy just wrote in on the chat there, is always see life as something as happening for you and never to you. And you will receive in return the exact same measure. I think that's really beautiful. And that's kind of the, you know, even though, all these things were happening last week that weren't that great, I didn't feel like it was happening to me. I felt like it was an opportunity for me to change something and recognize something. So, you know, and that is a really good tip though. I love it because it's you know, and as you said, it doesn't matter how far along our journey we are, we're still human beings, and it happens basically.
Well, you know, this is our growth. Because this is about, for me, it's us acknowledging our growth and development, and then role modeling and demonstrating that back to our clients to say, we too have these moments. You know, we're not over the other side in nirvana where we're going peace, love, and mung beans. It's also beautiful where we are, and this is how it's always going to be.
Well, and I've always loved that saying, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So, you know, totally about the journey. So just a little bit of history for those that, you know, might be new to, you know, seeing both myself and Bronwyn. we're collaborating on doing a